What's up, people? Good morning. What is going on? Happy Friday, and we're going to do things just a little bit differently today. Usually, the morning video is always going to be talking about the Seahawks, and once we get to the actual season, I think that will pretty much always be the case no matter what. But there's not a lot going on right now, and I want to go ahead and knock this video out of the way, so let's do it now. And if something happens later today, then we don't have to worry about this. So yeah, Washington Huskies. Let's talk about the season opener tomorrow night, 8 o'clock kickoff p.m. It's not great, right? 8 p.m. You're pushing it. That game could easily not end until after 11:30, and if you're on the East Coast, that's virtually untenable. So I'm not a huge fan, but that's how we do things over here on the West Coast. Wish we didn't push it that far. Can't you at least start at like 7? 7 would be a little more tolerable, but whatever. I'm still going to go ahead and go through the stream. And by the way, for those of you who are new to the channel, I do watch-along streams of Huskies games. I do pretty much every one. If I don't do a game, it's because I'm not able to be at my streaming setup during the game for one reason or another. Occasionally I miss a game, but I do basically every Huskies football game. I get a lot of requests to do watch-along live streams of Seahawks games. I only do a couple because I like to watch those games with my family, but my family does not care very much about college football. So therefore, this is an opportunity for me to do some watch-alongs. And obviously, most people come to my channel for Seahawks stuff, but I have been doing Huskies stuff for a while now. I am an alma mater of the university. I've been a Huskies fan since the 90s. So we talk about them as well. And it's an opportunity for me to do watch-along streams that people do like without me not being able to watch the Seahawks games with my family. So if you want to be there, tune in tomorrow night. I should have a stream placeholder, the stream thing scheduled already on the channel. So check it out. Going to be streaming it to YouTube only. I'm not going to be doing the restreaming thing for non-Seahawks stuff. I'm not going to stream it to X or Facebook, but YouTube only. Tune in tomorrow night, right around 8 p.m. We're going to do play-by-play of this Huskies game. We're going to talk about things as it happens. We're going to talk about plays. We're going to talk about how the team looks in this opener. And talk about whatever else people really want to talk about, because these games are long. And quite frequently, by the end, they get pretty uninteresting. So you want to talk about other stuff? Go ahead, pop on in, and we will have ourselves some fun. So excited to do this for yet another year. As for this game, it is a cupcake, but it is not the purest of cupcakes. Colorado State, obviously not a very good program, not a very good team. You don't expect much out of them this year, but there are definitely weaker teams out there. Colorado State had a good year last year. They won 8 games, got a bowl game, and they did that with Torrey Horton missing most of the season. So they didn't even have their best offensive weapon, and they still found a way to win more than they lost. Now, you look at their schedule, they didn't play good teams. They played one really good team last year, Texas, and they lost 52-0. But for the kind of school that they are, the kind of program that they are, they're not too bad. Now, I know they're bringing the same quarterback back from last year. At least I believe that he's starting. The quarterback they had last year, who doesn't really impress me. So I don't think there's anything going on here that is going to launch them into national relevance. I don't see anything like that. And while they had to play without Horton for most of the season last year, he's gone now. And I'm not seeing a lot that they did to necessarily replace him. So there's not a lot on this Colorado State team that I'm aware of that is particularly intimidating. But again, there are definitely weaker schools out there. You look at some of the cupcakes that teams like Alabama sometimes schedule in week 1. Colorado State's better than that. And that's reflected in the spread. We got 21.5 points. There are games that happen in week 1 where a team is favored by 50 points. So don't sleep on the Colorado State Rams. Don't assume that the game is just over before it starts. That being said, this is certainly a game the Huskies should win. This is a game the Huskies should win with relative ease. Obviously, you're going to be a little bit excusing of a slow start because it is the first game of the year, and it is a late start time, but it feels even later for the Colorado State Rams, right? Because they're one time zone over. So it's not like that's to your disadvantage. If anything, it's the other way around. It's to your advantage. But at a certain point, you expect Washington to take control and win the game by at least, the 21.5 points. That's probably about right. You expect the team to do their thing. This is the kind of game where the offense should just eat. And if the offense does not eat in this game, that is a pretty bad sign for what's coming, because we're going to be leaning on those guys heavily, because I think that the run defense on this team will be better, but overall, I don't expect this defense to be great. So I want to see them go up and down the field at home on Colorado State. And if it takes till the third quarter, so be it. But at some point, you got to take over. And I'm looking to Demond Williams to justify the hype. Because right now, I'm pretty up on him. I wasn't sure last year. I liked him, but I was aware of some of the problems. I was aware of some of the shortcomings. I didn't think he was a true blue chip type player. As far as college football goes, I'm a little more on that wagon now. Keep me on it, right? You've got good weapons. You've got a good running game. You've got a good running back. You got a good play caller. You got a good coach. You got the stuff that you need to succeed. So let's see it. Let's really, really see it. Let's carry the momentum from last year's bowl game where Demond Williams was a demon out there, and show me that you are the next great quarterback in Washington Husky lineage. I believe it can happen. I'm more of a believer now than I was last season. And that's really all there is to say. There isn't a lot you can really talk about when it comes to playing this kind of game where you're at home. It's kind of a scheduled win, and it's like that Montana game several years ago where Washington lost 13-7. And when that happened, you knew the team was just going to be bad. You knew that it was a lost season already. You knew that it was time to forget about any higher aspirations that year. And it wasn't even stressful at that point. It was just like, okay, we're watching football to watch football the rest of the way. That's it. And this year, same thing. Colorado State's not the worst team in the world, but you lose this game or you only win it by one score or something, it's time to curb your enthusiasm. And I said in the season preview video with the Huskies, I'm looking for 8 wins. That is kind of where I want to get to feel good about where the program is headed. And you certainly need to win a game like this if you're going to get to that 8 wins. Okay, let's get it, people. See you guys in stream tomorrow night, hopefully. Obviously going to be videos between now and then, so it's not the last time you're going to see me before that game. I will be live on Twitch probably tonight after the Mariners game. We're going to keep going in Delta. We played almost 5 hours of it last night, had a great time, and things are going well. We're learning new stuff. We're learning what they did in this remake, so hope to see you guys there tonight. Go Hawks. Well, actually, for this video, better bow down to Washington, and let's start 1-0. Let's start 1-0. Let's look good. Let's put up some points. Let's basically do the litmus test of just baseline competency. This is the kind of game that won't get Jedd Fisch fired, right? Losing this game will not get Fisch fired, but it will probably set the stage for him to have a season that ends in his firing if we don't win. All right. Let's get it done. Bow down. See you guys tomorrow.